Have you ever pondered about the invisible footprints that narcissism leaves on a child's psyche? It's a subject that requires attention and understanding, a complex psychological concept that needs to be addressed with care. Narcissism, a term derived from the Greek myth of Narcissus, is a personality trait characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. Narcissists often harbor a grandiose sense of their own significance, and they can exhibit an obsessive focus on achieving power, prestige, or beauty. Narcissism is not just about being excessively self-involved or vain. In fact, beneath the surface, narcissists often grapple with fragile self-esteem and are heavily dependent on the validation from others to maintain their self-worth. They can react with rage or contempt, or resort to passive-aggressive tactics when they feel their superiority is being threatened. Now let's bring this into the context of children. It's essential to recognize that explaining narcissism to children is not about labeling people or encouraging them to pass judgment. Rather, it's about empowering them with an understanding of different personality traits and equipping them with the tools to navigate relationships with people who exhibit narcissistic behaviors. In essence, the main points to convey to children about narcissism are, firstly, everyone has a sense of self-importance, but narcissists take it to an extreme. They often believe they are superior and expect others to recognize their superiority without corresponding achievements. Secondly, narcissists have a deep need for admiration and validation from others. They can go to great lengths to gain approval and may react negatively when they don't receive it. Thirdly, narcissists often lack empathy. They struggle to understand or share the feelings of others, which can make meaningful, reciprocal relationships challenging. Lastly, it's important to remember that narcissism isn't a choice, but rather a personality trait that is often deeply ingrained. It's not something that can be easily changed, and it certainly isn't the responsibility of a child to try to change it. Teaching children about narcissism involves helping them to recognize these characteristics without fostering fear or negativity. Encourage empathy and understanding, but also stress the importance of boundaries. Teach them that it's okay to distance themselves from relationships that are consistently one-sided or make them feel undervalued. Remember, the goal isn't to create a world of little psychologists, but rather to equip children with the understanding and resilience to navigate a world where narcissism exists. And above all, remind them that everyone deserves respect, empathy, and understanding, including themselves.